About 5 years, she bought me. No offense, woman, here she cook. You want to win a little more or with your fear. Neither if I wow. You was she did, I want to be a full money. Now, sorry. Chapapa drew like a mobile loche. Management in their work, woman that was she pee. What did she tea? In many of how she tea, one eye, one eye, one more back was sooner. One of those watching Tiago Macbani, one of fee. You fail no training or blah, if I show you any feature, they feature more. Nick can't be a catcher or I know. Anyone but which ever cry or be a watch Tramonemi. You could nearly come my Afi or no, Yabu Mochelle, Kabi, Camocon Walabami, near Papa Camo Army.
Ago Jamaica, Tanu Mayaba, don't be a few for me, Tanu Mayaba, Jamaica, Ago Jamaica.
For my house of Mobile, or by GHMN, you're being
Ago Jamaica, Sani Wahani, one young man, lower Chamani Trasen on air, when you watch Yamepo, you want any Amejaka Minchu, the Chuake Ashinte, Usu Ashinte Chassi, the Ametrashi, Mletwane. Chamani Trashine, Kenyan Fatine, Ameji Usu Ashinte Chassi. Ni Kawakwa one in the John. Wacha kubus pesa yemen lakini teko afranga chia yene yo ni kanyi wakwa eno chamo lakini wachulu wekuicho ni adi magba fa kanyi wonche nye fia sign fi oni ma anani be anake wotashi anu kwale mri ni wotosu afia anu kwale noni di ete ni shipidudo the fourth Noni cha ni chipino osu ashinte chaseche the seventh. It's a blanc, you don't need atramie. Le noji ati manklalo ya osu ashinte. Nichwake osu fe ati manklalo. Kelwe mokwewi. Beka chano wabatu numwada eja getalia fi yin no le ba na gbeyawo wo just secretary ni noti le de jetaje just secretary e wolo da fi gulie fe ke mani egbu ke boti otu ya mi amene woni chenu ni wala kataka ni fort ni di wala kataka goku ya usu ashintile noji jase asafache ninyo manklami yo katachie opembo da je wa chegbe ejake mana ga tachi le yo bie ika ekmokuto ma bia wiri neke no le di koto ba bi manche koto ba bi manche le di koto ma bi manche woni no na mena bu egole me na ajuba chi koto ma bi manche le ne no amene wo fe wo ne ekpe kaji wo kwa na gbe ba na ke wonye yi ni obi na odofle abumatu se kwalo la de jentachie wonye ne che ye the family she no ya manye dimoni tachie e hawo ni ka okwa When you many trash your man, I can wear a mukonicho as everyone. Le sabia que tu amukuba o souffert ni o soit tebe o souffert le di susum faso asafuache le weje no achuwe le kaji wo ba get romona Ghana fe alile Ghana fe ko to gunu ba na le ko te no ba na le e fe ba na le ko che man kata wa chele mo ba na le fe le di money blagbe no wo nyo wo shoshi e bi enu e ba blagbe no ba chechi abene na agbe mo okay agenja bi mi di osofu no te jasi asafuache osofu no te yo kaji wa blagbe no hey o chama o ya bi ene la di ni mo jasi fe wo chami ne jasi fe tension amena o chami o du mo shina na jasi fe wo chami ne usu achi te jasi ku chami la di ni mwe no la di agbena ka ya wona agbe money shicha babu e kanu shwe ne chwe ni akeba tosu ni eko su bulo mo efe anu no ka ko su bulo mo la di peliku e ka ko su bulo mo la di ni no sikai peliku the second mawo money babu de cha shwe no ka babu e to here o jelu mo ye gada ni o jelu no dromo na money akeleke wona ni di ni lo e o sika peliku te yo ba ka ni wo ba kwa bi e mo fe mo na pe na he na no na pe aja gada ngbe ka e slot igega ameda ni papa wo fi wo mo fe mo ba kwa wo se ni enye ikadu mo papa ya tra no ma ye dura fi wo fe wo
Don't fear, again. I'm going to Nini wo tare bo channel asa wa se do fi akwe
yo ago chawe kademe agbena heni wo hye he no wo wi mo ba je ka ya manfe no baba pa to e bulo fe ni mo fe ma wa to e tra no ma ni jura fe wo fe
ago chawe kademe or press statement makanya for agent warning. Criminal imposters threatening Osu's heritage and finances. The death of Ni Okoye-Kinkan Bowona IV prompted a lot of scrambling from his followers who are not necessarily traditional office holders. These persons made and are making frantic attempts to arrogate to themselves traditional roles to loot Osu monies and properties. This cohort has lawyer Kwame Enin Fosu Jiabo behind them, imposing and planting illegitimate people in positions they don't qualify to be, just to suit their nefarious agenda and an attempt to rewrite Osu history to create a dubious Osu Studjasi. We, the legitimate authorities of Osu, issue this unequivocal condemnation of the outrageous and criminal activities perpetrated by individuals falsely claiming authority in our sacred community. These brazen fraudsters pose an unprecedented threat to Osu's integrity, resources, and cultural heritage, exposing the Osu Studjasi's fraud. A gang of deceitful troublemakers has emerged, audaciously calling themselves the Osu Studjasi. We categorically reject this absolute fabrication. Let it be known to all that Osu, as an autonomous state comprised of 4 distinct quarters, has never had and will never have a unified Osu Studjasi. Each quarter possesses its own Jasi, a fact these cohorts seek to obscure for their nefarious purposes. These people are not members of the Osu Traditional Council, evidenced by copies of Justice Gaiwu's judgment, suit number GJ 0902/2021. These contemptible individuals are attempting to shamelessly rewrite Osu's sacred history. This false assertion that the Wulomo assumes acting chief roles in the absence of the Osu Manche and Osu Mangralo is a blatant lie that flies in the face of our well-documented traditions. We vehemently affirm that the process for determining an acting Osu Manche is clearly established and does not, under any circumstance, involve the Wulomo in this capacity. We furnish the general public with the time-tested traditional hierarchy in Osu, unmaxing the imposter Wulomo. We forcefully denounce the reprehensible action of Michael Norte Okui, a brazen imposter claiming to be the Wulomo of Osu Klote. This individual has criminally obtained a gazette in the category of a sub-chief and is now making the preposterous claim of being the acting Manche. This is an egregious assault on Osu's leadership structure and will be met with the full force of traditional and state law. Let it be known unequivocally that the process for initiating a legitimate Klote Wulomo is clearly documented in the social organization of the Gan people, page 196 to page 199. Proper initiation requires the involvement of the Nadu Wulomo of Osudoku, Nene Ablao Tete Kwame Ufoli, who must first initiate the individual as Nadu Wulomo. Subsequently, initiation by the Gohulomo of Nuwa, Wolumo, Kono, Numbo Bokete Lawe through the 33rd, Shije, the overlord of the Gadambi state and owner of the Klote deity, is essential. The imposter has failed to provide any evidence of legitimate initiation through these proper channels. We demand that this imposter immediately reveal who initiated him, if any, did at all. Let it be etched in stone. A chief does not make a Wulomo. It is the Wulomo who makes a chief, evidenced by copies of declarations and pictures, Olenu and Nyamete Committee reports. Nyamete Committee reports. Legal action and accountability. We have aggressively pursued legal action, filing formal petitions with the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs regarding this fraudulent activity. Furthermore, we have reported the imposters to the police headquarters for fraud and impersonation. The imposter is now a fugitive, evading arrest with the aid of one El Teddy Neti, who is obstructing justice through the presentation of falsified medical documents. This imposter is facing criminal charges of threatening the life of our Ulomo Boni Lumbo Noi Usikan Kuneku II with death. We vow to relentlessly pursue all parties involved in this heinous crime, defending our rightful lineage and authority. We assert without any room for doubt or equivocation that it is irrefutably documented in the social organization of the Ghana people and Religion and Medicine of the Ghana People by Professor Margaret J. Fields that the Osu Doku family supplies and continue to supply the Clote Ulomo, in brackets, the priest of Osu. The Osu Doku family, nor Usikantru family of Osu Ashinte Blue are the only people with the ancestral right to supply the Osu Ulomo. Our current Ulomo, Wolumo Boni Numonoi Osikan Kuneku II, is the only legitimate holder of this sacred position. We challenge any imposter to produce even a shred of evidence supporting their false claims to Osu lineage, evidenced by excerpts from M.J. Fields' books and Osu Doku family tree. Defense of Ni Note Omantu VII. We express our utter contempt for the cohorts who dare to dismiss Ni Note Omantu VII as another man. There exists incontrovertible ancient history and a meticulously documented family tree proving that the Omantu line from the Niwe are the only rightful people who can be installed as the Jasiche of Osu Ashinte Bulu. We emphatically declare with unwavering certainty that there has never been a Norte Otutuche who reigned as the Jasiche for Osu Ashinte Bulu. The public must be vigilant, and as another imposter is circulating a fake gazette claiming the position of Jasiche, this fraudulent claim will be vehemently challenged and exposed in court. It is also very disgusting to note that the reader of recent denigrating statements by these cohorts is no other person than an ambiguous character who is known as a superintendent of police, a divisional crime officer of the Bachona police station. He doubles as Asafwache Kataka of Pokwasi Janma, and later turned out as Pokwasi Janma Manche. He is clearly not from Osu. He is known as Godwin Papo Mwe, a name not related to Osu intrinsic nomenclature. He is clearly a usurper. Statutory declaration fraud. We vehemently rebuke and condemn the fraudulent statutory declaration purporting to make Michael Note Okui the acting Osumanche. This declaration was falsely sworn by 3 unscrupulous individuals. 1. Ni Saban Achen VII, Kenkan Wejasiche. 2. Benjamin Ni Adukwe Okwe, supposed head of family of Adukonu, same house as Saban Achen VII, ex-director of prisons. 3. Philip Ni Adote Krukushan, Odate Krukushan, a blind man who claims to be the head of Odate Sonwe. He is not a member of the Osu Traditional Council or Kinkanwe Jase. Justice Gaiwu's judgment, suit number GJ 0902-2021. This despicable act of deception is currently under scrutiny by the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, as evidenced by our submitted petitions dated and stamped 20th March 2024. Furthermore, we expose Lawrence Quist as an outsider with no legitimate claim to Osu heritage. We challenge him to reveal his father's identity in Osu and his traditional Osu name. If he dares to persist in these fraudulent claims, he has, in his own admission, stated in court that he is not a member of Osu Traditional Council. The power of attorney given to him by Ni Okwe Kinkandowona IV, which he still claims on, collapsed with the demise of the person who issued it. We warn him to desist from Osu Manche and Osu Traditional Affairs. He has no locus to speak for any institution in Osu. It is also very expedient that we throw light on the membership of the despicable cohorts. 1. Godwin Papo Mwe, an ambiguous character who is a trained crime officer of the Ghana Police Service, a police superintendent who has no lineage whatsoever in Osu. He is the prefectus cohortis, directing the fraudulent business of this group. Benjamin Adukwe Kwe, a retired director of prisons, also a trained criminologist, and the tribunal malaitum of the cohorts, also leads in giving evidence to evade prosecution. So, clearly in a collaboration with lawyer Kwame Enin Fosu Jiabo, Lawrence Quist, and El Tedineti, who were confidants of Ni Okwe Kinkandowona IV, the sixth. A very sinister group has been formed, recruiting experts into the Osu Mafia to plunder the wealth of Osu and deprive the citizens who are alive today and our children yet unborn of their heritage and socio-economic development. Find copies of the petition to the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs for public perusal. Exposing financial crimes and embezzlement. We are outraged and disgusted by the shameless embezzlement of Osu's funds by these cohorts. Their recent denigration and abusive statements against our Plotewulomo and Jasiche Ninote Umetu VII are nothing more than a desperate attempt to prevent Wolumo Boni Numonoi Osikan Kuniku II from exposing and prosecuting their gross misappropriation of funds, including 1. Graphic Group Corporation Limited judgment debt of 53 million Ghana cedis. 2. Nigerian Embassy compensation of 45,000 Ghana cedis. 3. Commercial bank judgment debt of about 82 million Ghana cedis. 4. Land sold to Val Company Limited at $4 million opposite police headquarters. 5. And many more which shall be published in the print media. These staggering sums have been brazenly stolen following the demise of Ni Okwekinkandoho na the sixth, Osu Manche, under the false banner of Osu Stu Jase, an act which was led by lawyer Kwame Enim Osu Jiabo, acting as Osu Stu lawyer, without a mandate from Osu elders. We vow that every single person in Osu involved in this massive theft will face severe consequences and be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. Challenges to the imposters. We issue the following challenges to these fraudulent individuals. To produce the alleged court judgment preventing our Gulomo Wolumo Boni Numo Noi Usikankuliku II from holding his position as Osu Nadu Protebulo. Explain their purported validity as members of Osu Stu Jase and reveal the location of this supposed Osu Stu Jase. Provide evidence for their slanderous use of the term Shipidudo in reference to our Gulomo or Lumo Boni Numonoi Usikankuliku II after his initiation as our prestigious Nadu Plotewolo. We at this point present to you our Shipidudo in the person of Ni Naku True. See the change of names in the National Gazette publication of number 156, paragraph 21501. We strictly call upon these masqueraders to prove the legitimacy of individuals falsely introduced as Kotobabi Manche and Roman Ridge Manche. We affirm unequivocally that Ni Norte Opimbo Akbo II was properly installed as Kotobabi Manche by the substantive family heads of Agbetiwe in consultation with the family heads of Niwi and the legitimate Osu Ashinte Blohun Jase. We vow to clamp down on any impersonation from this false group, accredited elders and legitimate authority. We attach a copy of the time-tested accredited Jase houses of Osu within the quarters for the public to ask questions and judge for themselves. We call all Osu citizens not to sleep but see this grave revelation as a powerful and unequivocal call to rescue Osu and its future from unscrupulous scams. We should all endeavor to reject these imposters and treat them as fraudsters who are only bent on stealing what Osu has in terms of socio-economic development. Verifying all leadership claims by using the list of the Jase houses as a rule to know who is a true leader in Osu. Let us all be preachers of Osu gospel of truth to flash out all miscreants and adamant cohorts from Osu to calm the turbulence waters that have bedeviled our hitherto beautiful chieftaincy hierarchy. The time for decisive action is now. We today sound the trumpet of warning to those who remain recalcitrant due to their own selfish agenda to rethink about our children yet unborn and desist from their despicable act and uphold truth in the name of Osu development and future. Thank you, and God bless you all for coming.